Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Michelle. If this is your first time here, welcome. Guys, you know I talk about my journey, but I also like to answer questions that are posed to me. I'd started a series on like most asked questions, and I'll finish that today. Just happened to be scrolling through my YouTube, and Nini2 posted a question. She says, when do you move from notary to signing agent? Which I thought was a really great question. So I want to answer that in a video because I'm sure more people have this question. So again, the question is, when do you move from being just a notary public to actually being a signing agent? All right, so let's talk about it. All right, so I got some notes here. Pretty much, right? So once you become a notary, you're commissioned and everything, there really is no timeline that you have to wait before you can actually become a signing agent. No timeline. Now, I say that because it's true, but not because I encourage it. And a lot of people become notary publics just so that they can become a signing agent. And what happens in that instance is that they don't learn their craft. They're first and foremost a notary public. I suggest you learn your notary laws for the state in which you reside, right? Learn how to complete, jurats and acknowledgments and, simple power of attorney forms, different forms. Like, get familiar with that before you just jump and become a signing agent, because there are affidavits and acknowledgments and jurats that you'll need to know how to actually complete. And just having that knowledge prior to becoming a signing agent, I think, is very helpful. If you go to your Secretary of State's website, and you can download in PDF format your state notary laws, become familiar with them, because sometimes you'll get to a signing, and what happens if they don't have a valid ID? What does your state require you to do? What other forms of ID for your state can be used? What if it's a minor? How do you identify a minor? Or can you notarize a document for, a minor? Your state is going to have a whole bunch of rules that you'll need to abide by. Now, watching all these different YouTube videos, which I do suggest that you watch different videos, but remember that everybody's state laws are different. I'm in Tennessee, so what may apply for me and in my video may not apply for you, in your state. So I know I'm giving you a long-winded answer, but I just feel like it's definitely an explanation is needed, because if you wanted to, you could get your notary commission today, sign up for the NNA tomorrow, take your exam, pass it. After your background check comes back, you get certified, you can start signing up for signing services. I don't recommend it though. I mean, again, your commission. So if you're looking for a time frame, right? Okay. So with your state, well, you're already a notary, right? Because that could have taken 4 to 6 weeks, if not longer. To become a signing agent, once you pass the exam and your background check, could take 1 to 2 weeks, right? So you're looking at, again, 1 to 2 weeks to be able to go ahead and start signing up for signing services, which is not a very long process. But again, I do definitely recommend, one, that you learn your state laws, learn how to download and print acknowledgments, jurats, like learn how to actually complete them, get familiar with notary terms. You definitely want to know those. A piece of advice, of course, is to watch different YouTube videos, especially the mock signings. Mock signings are examples of how to present the documents to, the borrowers, right? So It could be, I have several, refinance mock signing, a loan modification mock signing, a home equity line of credit mock signing. These are different videos because they're different types of signings that you will have. So you want to become familiar with those. I recommend that you join a couple Facebook groups. I would not say don't join a whole lot, but I would definitely say join a couple Facebook groups, specifically one in your state if they have one, because you want to become, you know, familiar with, again, your notary laws, right? So if you're in a Facebook group with people that's in your state, you know, hopefully they're abiding by the laws and the rules, and the information that they're providing, you know, is according to your state, okay? Then you can also network with other notaries in your area. I always encourage my mentees to find another notary or notaries that you can, you know, network with. You may have a sign-in, or you may need something on the other side of town. And if you have a, you know, a friend or another notary on another side of town that could help you, that, you know, that would be awesome. Even having, being in that group in your state, you know, not every signing service, you know, has orders in your area. So if you're networking with somebody that's already a signing agent, they can say, oh, don't waste your time signing up for those 50 signing services because they don't even give us work in this area. They don't have clients in our area. So it's really good, again, to join your state. If there's a Facebook group for your particular state, I would definitely encourage it. If you join other Facebook groups, one thing I want to tell you is just don't get discouraged. A lot of times you'll see somebody may post something, they may have a question, and it's something that really is simple to us, right? Like, you know, and they may be like, well, why don't she know this, right? Because it's general notary work. And as a signing agent, you should already know how to do general notary work. And so that's why I encourage you to go ahead and learn how to fill out those acknowledgments. And we were all new at one time, and we all had pretty much those same questions. So don't get discouraged. If you have questions, ask them in the Facebook groups. You know, there will be some really sweet people and really helpful people who will give you the answer, guide you, maybe even show you where to go to find the answer, okay? So don't get discouraged. So long story short, if you're already a notary, it could take 1, 2, 3 weeks for you to actually become a signing agent. You know, and then one thing to consider is once you become a signing agent, you transition over, then you'll have to start signing up for, you know, these signing platforms and signing services. Again, you know, before you do that, I suggest watch all those videos if you can. Take some kind of notary training, especially documentation training, something that's going to show you what these documents are, how to present them, where you sign, where the signer signs, some things to look out for, right? You want that knowledge. You know, a lot of people just come on and they become a signing agent and they just go out there and wing it, and they make all these mistakes. And that's why these rates that we're being offered now, these fees that we're being offered for signings are so low, because so many new notaries are messing up that they're having to send other notaries out to clean up the work, which is lowering our costs, increasing their costs, which is lowering our fees. So if you see people talk about lowball fees and stuff like that in like the notary groups, you know, it's true. The fees have been reduced lately, even though paper's going up, gas is going up, wear and tear on your car. They don't care. Everything is going up, but the notary fees somehow seem to be going backwards, right? And that's because there's a lot of errors. So get some kind of training before you start signing up for the signing services, you know, and the platforms. But then once you're ready, then go ahead, sign up for them. Some of the things that as far as the signing services, before you sign up, I would go ahead and create yourself a profile. Look at Notary Café or Notary Resume as some other notary signing agent's profile, and just kind of get an idea of what they're going to be looking for. Because when you sign up, they want, a profile. When you sign up, you go through the NNA signing agent.com. They're going to have a profile on you. So just make sure you have a profile, or start working on your profile while you're waiting for your certification and your background check to come back. Then sign up for the signing services in your, that if you've worked in the groups, they tell you what signing services work in your particular area. If not, there's some, signing services that, do cater to some of the newer signing agents. Like NotaryGo, signinorder.com, which is the platform. You can sign up there. Coast to Coast, I think, is one. The Closing Exchange is another. And there's more, but those are just a couple that I can think of off the top of my head that will work with brand new notaries. The fees may be a little bit lower, but you are trying to get your experience, and I would rather you mess up with somebody who's offering you a $40 job than somebody who would have offered you a $100 job. Get your experience with those lower end paying signing services first, okay? So platforms, and just to tell you, signing services are those that you don't have to pay to be a part of. Platforms at some point require some sort of payment, whether it's to get additional zip codes, a different, get to the top of their priority signing order list or something like that, or just to be put on directories. So I would only suggest signinorder.com, Notary Café, 123 Notary. Those are the three that I would suggest. There's going to be some other ones that's in your email. I would not I'm not going to name them right now, but if you get spammed with emails, sign up, then they're not legit, right? Because those people who are legit are booked. They have so many notaries that they can barely take another one. So they're not going to reach out to you. So, yeah. So anyway, long story short, 1 to 3 weeks from once you're already a notary to become a signing agent, depending on how long it takes for you to get your background check back. Make sure you have the correct E&O insurance. National Notary Association does not provide real estate. Their insurance does not cover real estate transactions. So that's something that you want to think about as well. But anyway, just wanted to kind of talk about when you move from being a notary to a signing agent. And just to recap on that, I would say when you become familiar with your notary laws, you know how to notarize a jurat, an acknowledgement, you know some notary terms, you have a network of people that you can reach out to if you need to answer or ask any questions, and you're comfortable. That's when I would definitely transition. Hope this video was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe. All right, you don't have to share it, but you can at least like it. And if you're not subscribed, help me reach my 10,000 subscribers by subscribing today. All right, guys, have a great day.